Columbia University could shut all of that down now if they wanted to, and they're choosing not to.
And I'm always saying to my peers, and I'm saying it to my administration, I'm not expecting Columbia University to solve a 100-year-old conflict on the lawns of Butler Library, okay? What I expect is that they will provide us a safe, secure, peaceful environment to study, to live in. You know, Columbia is an urban campus. We live there. I grew up, my son there. He's going to a nursery school who is affiliated with Columbia University, and we want to feel safe, and we also want our voices to be heard. There is a way to demonstrate. They are allowed to demonstrate, but there is time and place and a way to do it.
Yeah, and Ben, I know you are a Columbia alum. As you watch this unfolding, how does it make you feel? I know I've talked to a lot of other alums from Columbia saying, I don't even want to admit I go there. I want to get rid of all my sweatshirts, my t-shirts, my college gear. How does it make you feel?
Well, it's an utter disgrace and an outrage, and the notion that somehow we're going to have a nice reasoned conversation with people who are occupying a school and supporting jihadists, and those jihadists are cheering them on when you have Hamas and Iran's supreme leader saying, great job, guys, thank you for shilling for us and spreading our propaganda. It stands in complete opposition to what the school was built on, which was the Western canon, love of actual liberalism, not illiberalism. But by the same token, I say to myself, this is exactly what was predicted and predictable. When I was there over a decade ago, what did the school do? It invited Mahmoud Ahmadinejad to campus, Iran's president. What else did, I mean, there's been Islamic supremacist supporters on the campus, promoted on the campus, fostered on the campus for years. But everyone has to understand it's not just Columbia, it's all elite schools and it's non-elite schools too. The administrations are totally cowed by progressives on the one hand and Islamic supremacists on the other. It starts with Jews, hatred of Jews and hatred of Israel, but it ends with hatred of America and attempts to destroy it.
Absolutely. Omer, we're getting more details now about sort of who may be actually funding these organizations, and some of them may be connected to George Soros and the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian rights. How organized and how well funded do you think these folks are that are out there?
Listen, I think that, you know, organized and media terms, they're doing an amazing job. You see, they're smart. There is something really strong behind them, I'm sure of it. You know, people who are highly experienced and probably money involved, I don't know. But for me, it doesn't matter because I feel that a lot of these human rights advocates, okay, forget that, and this is what we come to say. If you want a solution in the area, the hostages first. Okay, you need to remember that in every step. There are still a lot of hostages. It's the biggest hostages crisis ever. And believe me, there is no one more than me who would like to see a peaceful and safe Middle East. You know, I live there. My family is there. I pay the price of terror, okay? We want it to be a safe and secure place, but we need to, and especially in Columbia University, to build a constructive dialogue between the sides and not such an anti-movement.
Yeah, Omer, I want to get your thoughts on something today. Former Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg just released a documentary, Screams Before Silence, about the mass sexual violence suffered by female Israeli hostages. Of course, I know this is your mission. Again, bringing those hostages home. I said, you know, you want to speak on behalf of them, give them a voice. Is something like this from somebody like Sheryl Sandberg, will that help your organization? I'm
sure it do. Because when we work to try and raise public awareness and try to work with, we understand that every deal that would happen would feature the U.S. And we're doing a lot of work here with public officials, with the international community, and with the general public. And to be honest, I don't care about the 200 students in Columbia. I care about all the Americans. I care about the two parties. I care about all the politicians. And when they see those pictures, and when they see such movies, they understand in which side they should be. They understand who needs them to, you know, to advocate for. And the people, they're not my audience. I don't care what they say.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Really, thank you so much for everything you're doing to help the hostages and also your clear love of America as well. Appreciate it.